So what's this mysterious fresh hell? Well, it's called Post-Acute Withdrawal Syndrome, or PAWS. And the first fun feature of PAWS is this emotional roller coaster, where you go from feeling totally fine to wanting to fight a toaster for looking at you sideways in 60 seconds flat. Why does this happen? Well, meet your HPA axis, your body's master regulator. When we were actively using substances, artificially hijacked the system. Now that we're sober, your HPA axis is essentially a broken thermostat stuck on high. It randomly misfires, dumping early morning cortisol, your primary stress hormone, into your bloodstream, which acts like an over-enthusiastic smoke alarm waking you up at 3 a.m. for no fucking reason. In clinical terms, it's called emotional liability. In human terms, your brain's main control tower, the prefrontal cortex, is completely under construction right now. It's literally welding communication lines back together because you aren't losing your mind. Your wiring is just being upgraded. And then, of course, there's the sleep department. It's 3 a.m., you're staring at the ceiling like you feel like you're staring into a horror movie. Except the monster chasing you is your own hyperactive brain. You're completely exhausted, but your pineal gland, a tiny master regulator which controls melatonin pretty much inside your brain, has basically gone on strike. Years of heavy substance abuse suppress this little guy and your central nervous system so heavily that your pineal gland down-regulated its natural production to compensate. Now in early sobriety, it's struggling to turn back on and trigger your natural sleep cycle, while your stubborn HPA axis is still fighting off cortisol like it's dodging an airstrike. Because your brain isn't tired, it's literally struggling to remember how to manufacture chemicals to signal for darkness. So what does all this actual repair timeline look like? Well, because your brain doesn't actually flip a switch overnight, let's talk about it. Days 1 through 14, this is crisis control. Your brain is in pure shock right now. Your GABA levels crash, your glutamate surges, and your stress hormones spike. Guys, it's chaos, but it's just the initial stabilization phase. Weeks 2 through 6, microscopic sprouting phase. The brain is clearing out cellular waste, neural inflammation. You're going to get hit with crazy cognitive splat, deep fatigue, and heavy brain fog because your brain is sprouting new sympathetic connections in the background. Months 2 through 6, structural rebuilding. This is where the magic happens. Your GABA and dopamine receptors are upregulating, meaning they're coming back online. This is a good thing. The brain starts producing new cells in the memory center, and the insulation around your active pathways thickens, making nerve signals fire up to 100 times faster than they were before. Months 6 through 24 is full plasticity. Your prefrontal cortex regains top-down control over your amygdala. Your brain's emergency alarm, the old, worn-out craving pathway shrink throughout sympathetic pruning, and your new healthy routines become your brain's default operating system.